It's all systems go right now for Team Ashley and Tucker, but a few cracks in the veneer are teasing that it's not gonna last. The young and restless lovebirds are headed to the altar and just started a new business together, but a startling reveal could put the kibosh on all of it. Tucker and Ashley were positively giddy when the announcement went out that they had launched their own business, Simply Ashley, to compete with Jabot, and delighted in seeing the steam coming out of Jack's ears over the news. But now that the initial glow has worn off from putting their plan into action, things have turned a little tense. Not only did Ashley find out that Jack had taken a trip to New York on a fact-finding mission in a move to combat the threat her new company may pose should she attempt to take her patents, but her brother delivered her the ultimate slap in the face by marrying Diane. Of course they say marry in haste, repent at leisure, but that's another story, read it here. With Ashley now hyper-focused on the threat Diane poses to her family legacy, she was unable to even let it go long enough to participate in planning her own wedding, which frankly doesn't bode well. As Abby so snippily pointed out, her mother's lack of interest in all things nuptial sure make it seem as though she's really just not that into Tucker, and instead is using him to further her agenda. Tucker, on the other hand, is playing the part of the besotted groom-to-be to perfection, while appearing weary of Ashley's vendetta against Diane. But is it, all or in part, an act? One has to wonder, given the terrifying intensity on display when he was threatening Phyllis. He certainly has a vested interest in something, and it appears to be business-related, which is a bad sign for Ashley. McCall has been a little too pushy about setting a wedding date for the suspicious among us not to notice. Let's not forget, he once made a remark about how marrying her would give him more legal leverage to make moves in the corporate world. With Simply Ashley looking to strip Jabot of its very innards and leave it a shell of its former self, it would seem that his eagerness to tie the knot is about more than romance. Has he been playing a long game from the get-go? When it comes to Ashley and Tucker, the question is, who's using who? And it's becoming clearer by the day that they are, in fact, using each other, at least to some extent. Ashley's using Tucker to irk Jack and give him a taste of his own medicine, and jumped on McCall's idea of a startup as means of thumbing her nose at her brother. Tucker is planning on taking over Jabot, arguably his goal since he reappeared in Genoa City, and is banking on Ashley marrying him to give him the legal maneuverability he needs to complete the job. This means that at some point, the you-know-what is gonna hit the fan and it's all gonna blow up. It may be their approaching wedding that will cause things to come to a head, particularly if Ashley balks at going through with it or tries to stall. Tucker's true agenda, however, may come to light courtesy of Adam and Phyllis, who are about to do some digging for dirt on the rascal.